Thank you for coming. Please take a seat back, loosen up and revel in the experience with this hexapod robot. Its creator suggests the spider-like structure weighs a substantial 10.4 kilos, and it's interesting because the algorithm of movement and many of the elements were designed and made via the author himself. For each person involved, the creator didn't skimp on the small print of the assignment and posted a lot of photographs on zentrusrobots.com, so it's pretty feasible to create something similar at home. This is wonderful. Please make a 6-foot-tall model with a top speed of 9.3 miles per hour, one viewer wrote. Number 2. Here is an choice from Harvard. Every 12 months about 175 billion plastic straws are used and thrown away in the US, so it's nice to see that at least some of them serve science. This spider-themed invention is as easy as possible. Air is provided to the modified straws, and due to their flexible joints the legs straighten out. The engineers have made both man or woman legs and different robots reminiscent of sticks, insects, spiders and even water striders. Arduino microcontrollers are responsible for the moves, and the software program part was quite a lot of work. They had to create a complete new algorithm for the 8-legged robot gait. Number 3. We are residing in the 21st century. Engineers are testing flying cars. Drones are turning in pizzas, and scientists in the US have taught AI to determine a patient's race through X-rays, so when you hear the phrase robotic animals you probably image something like this. However, so along way the traits in this area seem slightly different. On the screen is a mission from MIT. These robot cheetah may now not appear too pretty, but it can run at 25.1 miles per hour. It's nonetheless a lot slower than a real cheetah, but the robot has an advantage. It is self-learning. It's additionally easy to fix. The assembly manner resembles playing with Lego units defined the designers, so it's less difficult to conduct experiments of all kinds. Number 4. Cheater is likely going to chase this robot from Japan. Local engineers presented a very unique robotic goat, and the assignment is being treated by the Kawasaki Corporation. They showcased the robot at the RoboDex 2022 International Exhibition, and in particular numerous scenarios in which it helps farmers. The robot offers a payload of about 220 pounds and moves in 2 modes. Wheels are activated on easy roads and legs are activated on bumpy ones. In each mode's manual controllers accessible, and the robotic is also successful of shifting autonomously. Number 5. Chinese tendencies are no less interesting. Take a seam at these robotic rats. This is an extremely good choice for finding people under rubble, performing inspections of challenging to reach areas and other comparable tasks. This version weighs about 7.8 ounces and was once created after a detailed study of X-ray snapshots of real rats. It has efficiently handled a number of assessments, including carrying about 7 ounces of cargo along a route with a slope of up to 20 degrees. The robotic rat is in a position to position itself upright after falling, can bend its body, squat, climb over boundaries and crawl. The engineers are involved in commercializing their brainchild. For example, they plan to create a mannequin with sensors for inspecting pipelines. Number 6. Did you understand that a long time ago in what's now Colombia lived the Titanoboa? It was a 43-foot-long snake that weighed over 2,205 pounds. Alternatively, scientists had been able to establish this only through the analysis of preserved skeletons, because the Titanoboa grew to be extinct a lengthy time ago. Then again, in state-of-the-art video, this snake was resurrected in the structure of a robot. And engineers from Canada are positive that it's the greatest robotic of its variety in the world. The robot used to be conceived in 2011 and achieved in 2015. The 50-foot Titanoboa is controlled via 8 Arduino Mega microcontrollers. The motors have a peak output of 25 horsepower and the robot moves at speeds of up to 2.5 miles per hour. The batteries last about 1/2 an hour at the moment. The team is searching for a museum, gallery or exhibition center inclined to accommodate the robotic on an everlasting basis. Number 7. Snakes have also caught the interest of scientists from the United States. This robot was once created at Harvard University. The most interesting thing is the artificial skin with scales just like those of an actual snake. The way it works is that air is furnished to the system and the pores and skin is stretched so the scales cling to the surface and pass the robot. According to the engineers, they were inspired via the Japanese art of kirigami. Unlike origami, it requires scissors and relies on cuts rather than falls. Americans have tested a variety of options and selected trapezoidal cuts, which allowed to maximize the length of the movements. They designed to use their robot for unique tasks, and it might even be used through rescue services. Number 8. For those who like DIY projects, this is an uncommon robotic wasp. This 150 set will furnish you at least 4 hours of fun because there are 1,000 pieces to be assembled. The subject of assembly is 3 out of 5 and there are 2 variations: normal and with light and sound consequences. The estimated dimensions after assembling are 8 by 8 via 8 inches. The fundamental materials are iron and copper. The kit weighs about 2.2 kilos and includes a screwdriver and pliers, and 2 versions of wings and tail portions will help improve the model a bit. You get the delight and sense of accomplishment from assembling with your personal palms, the seller adds. Number 9. Why reinvent the wheel when Mother Nature has already accomplished all the work? The ideal instance is this robotic fish modeled after the Pacific bluefin tuna. The Czech version efficaciously swam at a depth of about 40 toes for about 40 minutes, certainly maneuvering around with the currents and taking pictures. The Robot Tuna Challenge will help find solutions for growing compact robotic submarines. They're wished to search for contaminants, mapping backside topography and different tasks. At the moment, engineers face issues with electricity as the batteries run out too quickly, so they decided to come at it from a different angle and make a higher housing. Overall, the robot is a multitasking experimental unit, the engineers said. Number 10. You are looking at the quality invention of 2006 in accordance to Time magazine. This is a robot that can climb on vertical surfaces. It used to be made at Stanford and the engineers had been stimulated via geckos. The feet of these lizards are sincerely a miracle, and it was possible to study them in elements solely with the advent of the electron microscope. It became out that they're protected with the finest bristles known as setae. There are 14,000 of them per square millimeter. The grip is so impervious that geckos are able to grasp the use of just 1 foot. Stanford tried to replicate precisely that. One version of the bristles is 5 times thinner than human hair, and the key advantage is that it uses less energy compared to suction cups and sticky materials. The robotic can already crawl on wood, painted metallic and even glass, and in the future it should be useful to builders, rescuers and researchers around the world. Number 11. Germany, the place we can take a look at this robot goose from afar. It looks like an actual goose, and human beings in the comments are concerned that one day it will be accidentally shot. They've also found applications such as a kamikaze goose for army functions. The current version stays in the air for about 15 to 20 minutes, and there are different models with 64-inch and 73-inch wingspans. The head is made of basswood, beautifully painted and mixed with the robot torso gives this homemade model a special and recognizable look. Number 12. In Hanover, the nearby engineers created this robot penguin. It weighs 21.2 pounds. It's outfitted with an independent navigation device and it can swim autonomously both on my own or in a group. It is powered through an electric motor which, mixed with 15 amp-hour batteries, approves the robot to accelerate up to 3.1 miles per hour and spend up to 7 hours underwater, and the flexible torso shape became a reality thanks to the fin ray science stimulated by fish fins. Penguins are expert survivors in bloodless Antarctic waters. Their build allows them to dissipate less energy to move in the water, the engineers remind us. So robot penguins with different equipment internal will without a doubt be capable to solve the most tough tasks. Number 13. Next up is an improvement that takes a new look at squids, and we're no longer talking about the TV exhibit. Certainly a group of scientists was stimulated by using this animal and constructed this robot for exploring the underwater world. In truth, we created all the key features that squids use for high-speed swimming, say the creators. However, there is a long way to go in tests. The mannequin reached about 0.62 miles per hour, whilst the Humboldt squid can go as fast as 15 miles per hour. The robot moves through ejecting water, and the tender and flexible materials limit the hazard of damaging corals or injuring fish. Plus, the robotic squid is compact and can carry a digicam, more than a few sensors and other equipment, even though you might not locate this on Netflix. Thanks a tons for watching. Please don't forget about to like and subscribe for greater relatable contents.